stay in Iowa?
It was very interesting to improve my English. I work with very nice people. I visited several wonderful places. I learned new ways to develop my role.
I am glad you have acquired new knowledge. I tell you that my experience was positive because I meet great people from him. I learned a lot. Imagine that for the month of April, I enjoyed the stay much more because I knew the city, I knew which transportation route to take and where it was going. I would go out alone to the shopping center, the supermarket, the park. I felt like walking through the streams of my city, never well, of course. Mar de Plata is a small city compared to Des Moines. By the way, during the time I was there, work, you work, what's your position, what work you work, chief, like, how long have I been living in this morning? Did you like the food and what's the getter like compared to your hometown?
I was very happy living in these Moines. That city is much bigger than my city, Cordoba, in Argentina. It has more beautiful and bigger places. I visited Bland Park Zoo. It was very fun to walk and feed the animals. I also visited Botanical Center. It was incredible. They have a great variety of super cute plants. I was several times in state fair groups. I love to have fun and be happy. All this was thanks to my work, allowing me to have very favorable worksheets to carry out other activities. I was an administrator of a produce store for farms. The experience there was extraordinary. People were always very attentive to me because my English was not so fluent when I got there. But then it was a challenge to be able to speak in the store and implement some strategies that later served to develop better sales. I had to rent an apartment near my work. That apartment was much bigger and more beautiful than those in Cordoba. It was difficult to earn the trust of employer, but my excellent work was the one who opened doors for me there. Elizabeth, and what about your work's experience in Des Moines? How was the food? In general, How was it in this city? Will you return?
In good time, that great job opportunity, a right grateful to God for having allowed me to feed Argentina and get to know Iowa, USA, the company for Q I work allowed me to put my knowledge into practice economically well paid. I cannot complain. The only thing I missed about Mar de Plata was the food, those breaded, cheap, the delicious seafood, mussels, the salmon that reach the foot of Mart. Ayurs ask me if I work go back to Des Moines. I tell you, youth century that if this in eight magical destination that can aid everyone enjoy.
It was nice to see you. Yes, it was wonderful.